Welcome back to What's Up Today show, where we bring you the latest in breaking news and trending stories from around the world. Today's episode is a difficult one, as we cover the tragic passing of former One Direction member Liam Payne. Payne's sudden death has shocked fans and the music industry alike, as details emerge surrounding his untimely demise at just 31 years old. Stay with us as we break down everything we know about his life, his accomplishments, and the heartbreaking events that led to his passing. Liam Payne's tragic death in Argentina. Former One Direction singer Liam Payne was found dead on Wednesday, October 16, 2024, in Buenos Aires, Argentina, after a tragic fall from the third floor of his hotel. Payne, just 31 years old, was staying at the Casa Sur Palermo Hotel when the incident occurred. Local police confirmed the heartbreaking news to major outlets like CNN and the Associated Press, sparking an outpouring of grief from fans and celebrities across the world. According to reports, police were called to the hotel around 5 p.m. after receiving a 911 call describing an aggressive man who was possibly under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Hotel staff reported that the guest was causing significant damage to the room. And upon police arrival, Payne was discovered dead in the hotel courtyard after a fatal fall of about 42 to 45 feet. The head of Buenos Aires Emergency Medical Services, Alberto Crescenti, described Payne's injuries as incompatible with life. 911 call and hotel incident. New details have since emerged from the 911 call made by the hotel manager, adding more context to the tragic incident. The manager described Payne as being overwhelmed by drugs and alcohol, noting that he was destroying furniture and other items in the room. The manager's urgent plea for help was recorded in the 911 call, where he expressed fear for the guest's life. Unfortunately, despite the efforts of emergency services, the singer was pronounced dead at the scene. Pablo Policicchio, the communications director for Buenos Aires Security Ministry, later issued a statement confirming that Payne had jumped from his hotel balcony. Authorities are conducting a full investigation, including an autopsy to determine whether the fall was accidental or intentional. A smashed television and other signs of destruction in the room further added to the tragic story. As fans gathered outside the hotel to pay their respects, the circumstances surrounding Payne's final moments remained a mystery. Liam Payne's life and career. Born on August 29, 1993, in Wolverhampton, England, Liam Payne was thrust into the spotlight at an early age. Payne initially auditioned for the UK's hit reality show The X Factor in 2008, but it wasn't until 2010 that his life changed forever. After his second audition at the age of 16, he was placed into the boy band One Direction, along with fellow members Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Louis Tomlinson, and Niall Horan. Together, they became a global sensation, releasing 5 studio albums and achieving unprecedented success with hits like What Makes You Beautiful, Best Song Ever, and Story of My Life. One Direction went on to sell over 50 million records, becoming the first group to have their first 4 albums debut at number 1 on the Billboard 200. One Direction's rise to fame was meteoric, with their fan base, known as Directioners, propelling the group to become one of the most successful boy bands in history. Despite the group not winning the X Factor, they built an iconic legacy that defined pop culture throughout the 2010s. Solo career and struggles with fame. After One Direction announced a hiatus in 2015, Payne embarked on a solo career. He collaborated with artists like Quavo on Strip That Down, Zedd on Get Low, and Rita Ora on For You. From the 50 Shades Freed soundtrack. Payne's solo debut album, LP1, was released in 2019 and showcased his range as an artist, but he continued to face challenges along the way. While achieving fame, Payne struggled with the pressures of public life. In interviews, he spoke candidly about his battles with anxiety and substance abuse, revealing how difficult it was to manage the spotlight. He told Men's Health that being part of a world-famous boy band led him to a dark place, where he began to rely on alcohol to cope with the stress. In July 2023, Payne opened up to his fans, sharing that he had been 6 months sober after spending 100 days in a rehabilitation facility. During a heartfelt YouTube video, Payne admitted that he had become someone he didn't recognize anymore and needed time to rediscover himself. He also issued a public apology for controversial comments he made about his One Direction bandmates during a 2022 interview, thanking them for supporting him during his lowest points. Final days and new album in 2023. Payne was excited to announce that he was working on a new album, which would mark his first major project since LP1. He had been planning a tour in South America to promote the new music, but in September, Payne postponed the tour after suffering a kidney infection that required medical treatment. Fans were looking forward to hearing more from Payne, who had been open about his renewed focus on music and family. Just weeks before his death, Payne was seen supporting his former One Direction bandmate Niall Horan during a concert in Buenos Aires, showing that despite the challenges he faced, he still found joy in music and being part of the community that had been his home for over a decade. Liam Payne's legacy and tributes. As news of Liam Payne's tragic death spread across the world, tributes from fans, friends, and fellow musicians poured in. Former X Factor presenter Dermot O'Leary posted a touching tribute, remembering Payne as a 14-year-old who blew everyone away with his audition of Frank Sinatra's Fly Me to the Moon. He called Payne a joy who was always humble and polite, despite his meteoric rise to fame. Liam's former bandmates have yet to make public statements, but fans across social media have expressed their heartbreak over the loss of someone who played such a pivotal role in their youth. Mourning fans outside his hotel in Buenos Aires lit candles and sang One Direction's song Infinity, paying tribute to the star they grew up idolizing. Fellow artists like Charlie Puth and Zedd also voiced their grief, with Puth sharing how kind Payne had been to him when they worked together early in his career. "I am in shock right now," Puth said on Instagram. "Liam was one of the first major artists I worked with. I cannot believe he is gone." Final thoughts. Liam Payne's death marks a tragic end to a life that was filled with incredible highs but also deep personal struggles. From his rise to global fame with One Direction to his battles with substance abuse and anxiety, Payne's life was one that resonated with millions of fans around the world. His impact on pop culture, both as part of One Direction and as a solo artist, will not be forgotten. Our hearts go out to his family, friends, and the millions of fans mourning his loss. We will continue to follow the story as more details become available. What are your thoughts on Liam Payne's legacy and the shocking circumstances of his death? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to What's Up Today show for more updates on this tragic story, as well as other breaking news and trending topics. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.